Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something I'm pretty sure drives a lot of us crazy, getting what you actually want from an AI. I mean, it's such a powerful tool, but sometimes it really feels like we're speaking two completely different languages. Well, today, we're going to fix that.
Right? You've totally been there. You ask the AI for something specific, and what you get back is, well, confusing, or totally off topic, or just plain wrong. It is a universal frustration for sure.
And this right here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You toss out something super broad like write about marketing, and you get back a whole essay on the history of TV ads. I mean, it's not wrong, technically, but chances are it's not at all what you needed. That's the disconnect we're here to solve.
So what is really going on here? It's so easy to just blame the technology and say, oh, the AI is dumb. But the root of the problem, it's usually a lot closer to home. It's really just a breakdown in how we communicate. Let's call it the AI communication gap.
And here is the single most important idea to get your head around. The problem isn't some failure in the AI itself. The quality of what you get out is almost always a direct reflection of the quality of what you put in. In other words, it's all about the prompt. But hey, don't worry, because there's a really simple and honestly an incredibly powerful way to bridge this gap. We are going to unlock the true potential of your prompts using a method called the CRE framework.
Okay, so the CRE framework. Think of it as your new secret weapon for talking to AI. It's a super straightforward structure that breaks your prompt down into three essential parts: context, request, and example.
Yeah, it's literally like a recipe for a perfect prompt. First, you set the scene with some context. Then, you make your very specific request, and finally, you seal the deal by providing a little example. Let's break down exactly what each of those means. All right, let's dive into the first and maybe the most fundamental step, setting the context. This is where you lay all the groundwork for getting a great response. So, what do we even mean by context? Well, it's all the background info the AI needs to understand the world your request lives in. You're basically giving the AI its mission briefing, right? You're setting the stage so it knows its role and the rules of the game. And as you can see, you can get really specific here. Good context nails down the subject matter, who the audience is, like is this for an expert or a total beginner, any constraints you have, like a word count, and even key topics you wanted to include or, just as important, avoid. This is how you start steering the AI exactly where you want it to go. Okay, so once you've set the stage with all that great context, it's time for the main event, making a crystal clear, direct request. Your request is the action item. It's your to-do list for the AI. This is where you tell it exactly what you want it to do. And the absolute key here is to be specific and unambiguous. You want to remove all the guesswork. Just look at the difference here. Tell me about CRE is so vague. I mean, you could get a 10-page essay or a one-sentence definition. But summarize the CRE framework in 3 bullet points? That's a laser beam. The AI knows the topic, the format, and the length. That kind of clarity changes everything. And now for the final piece of the puzzle. This is the one that can really take your AI results from just good to, whoa, that's amazing. It's time to provide an example. So an example is basically a model for the AI. It's a reference point that shows it exactly what you're looking for. And this isn't just about what to say, but how to say it. We're talking about the format, the tone, the style, the whole vibe. This is such a perfect way to show the power of this. Instead of just crossing your fingers and hoping the AI gets it right, you can guide it. Saying you want a witty and concise style for a single-paragraph social media post leaves almost no room for the AI to get it wrong. You're showing, not just telling.
Okay, let's pull all of this together now. I think you can probably see how these 3 pieces, the context, the request, and the example, fit together to create one really powerful tool.
And here it is, all in one spot. C, context, that gives the background. R, request, that specifies the task. And E, example, that shows the AI what you want the final product to look like. CRE. It's simple, it's easy to remember, and it works. And that right there is the key takeaway. This isn't some complex coding language you need to go learn. It's just 3 simple parts that can completely transform how you interact with AI and finally get the results you actually want. Because really, at the end of the day, when you take a moment to thoughtfully address each part of this framework, You're not just asking a better question, you are empowering the AI. You're handing it a blueprint for success so it can deliver those high-quality, on-point results every single time. This framework, it puts you back in the driver's seat. It turns that frustration into actual creation. So the only question left is, now that you can speak the language of AI with precision, what will you create?